Hi, everyone, and welcome to SQM Picks. I'm David Lipton. For those of you new to SQM Picks, our company SQM first started a blog several years ago to highlight businesses that provide outstanding customer service. Businesses that have been featured range from small mom and pop companies to some of the larger international brands. Highlighted companies come from a number of different industries, including restaurants, retail stores, medical offices, lawyers, and various tourist attractions. We've also featured an auto body shop and a junkyard in the blogs, which just goes to prove that any business can provide outstanding service. Our guest today is Fred Lee, owner of Stork Dry Cleaners in Toronto. As the name would suggest, Fred runs a dry cleaning business. Fred, welcome to SQM Picks.
Thank you very much, David, and thank you for this opportunity to you and to your crew.
It's my pleasure. So tell us a little bit about your business. Where are you located, and tell us more about the various services that you provide.
Okay, to your viewers, my name is Fred Lee. I am the owner and operator of Stork Dry Cleaners, Inc., up in North York at 3860 Bathurst Street, proudly serving the community for over 60 years.
60 years, and you have a spiffy neon sign outside that probably goes back about 60 years.
Yes, I wouldn't trade it in for the world, as that is our calling card.
So take us around the store. Tell us a little bit about how the cleaning process works.
Okay, so all our dry cleaning and all our shirts are done in-house. So with that being said, I'll show you some of the major equipments that we use to address those clothing. So if you would like to join me, and we'll come on in and then we'll give you a little brief uh, info with regards to the dry cleaning machine we use. All our products, we are environmentally friendly, and we have two methods of cleaning clothes. One is dry cleaning, which is this machine right here, which uses liquid chemical. It's all refrigerated and contained. And then the other method of cleaning would be wet cleaning, which is a water-based solution. And with the water-based solution, we have another piece of machinery, and this would do that job along with the dual function of cleaning your shirts. So that being said, once the process of either dry cleaning, washing the clothes, or washing your shirts is done, we then move over to the finishing area where we actually begin to press the clothes. So if we move on further down, uh, you'll see that we have some dry cleaning equipment in here that helps finishing the pants, jackets, etc. And then if you move a little further back, we also have an area where we have 3 or 4 different types of machinery that helps us process the shirts, where this would be a shirt machine that presses the collar and the cuff. This would be pressing, once that is dry, this would be popped onto the body unit, and it's all automated, and you sit that properly and it would be inserted inside 2 plates, compressed inside or sandwiched inside to dry it. And then if there was any touch-ups here, we would pop it onto the lay-down unit where we would do the touch-ups. And this piece of machinery could also do the tablecloths, etc. And this is an older machine, just as old as our neon sign. It's called a pipe sleever, where back in the old days, they used this machine to dry. Back in the day when, say, mom was doing it, it would take, say, 2 to 3 workers to work on a complete set like this with only this unit, this unit, and this unit. But since technology has advanced so much, it only takes one person to actually operate these machinery, and
So
they could do. Sorry?
sorry, Fred, I interrupted. So, but how do you decide whether something should be dry cleaned or, I guess, wet cleaned?
Well, technology has advanced so much. I mean, everything. There are places in Toronto that could wet clean or in a water-based solution, but I'm still not comfortable with that, and I have the best of both worlds. I am environmentally friendly. If I have the ability to clean it and the option was available, I would clean it in a water solution. But when I'm cleaning a Canelli suit, something of that ilk, I would be a little more reserved in the way I approach it. And things like that or items like that, I would have a tendency to go in the dry cleaning manner. So,
Interesting.
yes,
So,
and
so
the
tell
type of
me,
fabric,
sorry,
sorry.
I talked over you. Tell me a little bit about the services that you provide. Obviously, you do dry cleaning and wet cleaning. I know I come in often for shirts or my suits. What are some of the other popular items that you end up cleaning?
Well, everything is done in-house, and since we have the ability to do everything, the services that we provide, everything's done in-house, and we can provide same-day service. And having a large following of the Jewish culture, we find that during high holidays, generally following the holidays, there's a big rush to have things back done on the same day or done in the same day. So that is a service that we provide as well too. When something is a little more immediate, we could do, believe it or not, as quickly as 2 hours to get it done. So that's one service we provide. And another service that we provide is that if it was inconvenient for you to come out of your way to come to the store, and if time was an issue, and you're out of our neighborhood, we actually go door to door. So I do also have a delivery service that goes right to your front door where we pick it up and finish the clothes and drop it off. And that's how we always operated, even back in the day when, let's say, dad was here and even my granddad was here for a while to do deliveries.
And I still see the white vans zipping around the neighborhood from time to time. So tell me, why should people be using a dry cleaners, or when I say a dry cleaners, a cleaning service as opposed to just doing it at home?
Well, certain things you can do and certain things you cannot do. I mean, I've seen people wash expensive items like, say, a tablecloth. You could do that on your own, but they don't know the issues at hand. And sometimes they go crazy on the bleach or Javix and they make it too concentrated and then they wash it and it's not thorough and then they press it. Guess what? It either yellows it or it burns it. So things like that that are a little more delicate, that need a little more TLC, or things that are a little more expensive or couture, then the fear of damaging it, you don't want to take the risk. Leave it to the
Gotcha.
professionals, and I'll be more than happy to take care of it for you.
Wedding dresses, suits, like you said, tablecloths, the likes of that.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. We
So
do
you,
everything except for leather and suede. So we have the ability, and myself having over 35 years experience here, and being that the family has been here for 60 years at this location, I'm more than confident that we can handle anything. And I know for a fact because pretty well, my whole family has grown up in this industry, and at one time or another, we've all chipped in to help and do our share of work.
so on that note, I have one more quick question to ask you. I was going to say you've been in business for decades. What's your secret to building strong relationships with your customers?
Well, as I said, mom and dad started this business sometime in '64 and working hard and long hours. And then you just build that relationship with the customers that learn to depend on you and they rely and they sort of, through that hard work, they see a family that's working hard, that is reliable, dependable. And we emphasize and focus on quality and service. And that's what I hope I carry that tradition forward. And I believe I'm doing so because some of the families that we still deal with are second, third generation that still patronize our establishment.
I would agree. And on that note, I was going to say I've known you for many years, and whether it's a single dress shirt that I need cleaned or my chair covers after the dog jumps on the couch, you've always taken great care of me. And in the rare case when you couldn't do something, you've always been able to direct me to somebody else, whether it's leather or suede, the likes of that. I know you mentioned it early on. Your contact information is going to show up on the screen, but please tell everyone how they could best contact your business.
Well, the quickest response will be our phone number. I'm sorry, we're not that computer efficient because most of my days are spent on the floor. So our number is 416-635-0550. And if it's convenient for you, we're in the neighborhood located at Bathurst, north of the 401 at 3860 Bathurst Street.
Excellent. You could grab a smoked meat or a corned beef sandwich right next door at Panzer's.
That's right.
Brett, thanks very much for your time. On that note, I want to thank everybody for watching another episode of SQM Picks. Since we're always on the lookout for companies that provide outstanding customer service, if you know of any that you would like to nominate, please send an email about the business to sqmpicks@sqm.ca. Thanks again for joining us, and look for another company to be featured on SQM Picks shortly.